Hello, and welcome to another segment of Visions of What Is to Come. I want to say thank you to any new subscribers I've had to this channel as well as John May's Prophetic Life. I'm making this video more of an instructional video. The last vision I had was the one that I shared in the last YouTube video I made, and basically I saw the Lord with Jesus with the earth in his hand, and he was kissing the earth like there was something, bad was getting ready to happen. Almost like he was having like empathy for us. And all I can say is after that, I start feeling in my spirit to share the news, what the instructions of what he gave me, and so I'm gonna do that. But first, I want to read in Habakkuk 2 and beginning at the second chapter of Habakkuk with the second verse. And this is the New International Version. Write down the revelation and make it plain on tables, so that a herald may run with it. For the revelation awaits an appointed time. It speaks of the end. It will not prove false. Though it linger, wait for it. It will certainly come. It will not tarry. And I remember, in the King James version, I'm gonna paraphrase it. It's write down the vision, because it may not come right now, and I'm paraphrasing, but it will come on time. Write it down so people can see it. And sometimes, if you write down a vision and you put a date beside it, and now I don't really have to do that, because what I do is I do the YouTubes, and people can see that it will come to pass. And there are some visions that I have had before that have come to pass. I don't even go back and do confirmations, because if somebody stumble upon it, they'll say, oh, she saw this date before it even happened. And so that's, to me, is writing down my visions. So I know that there's something going to happen, something major, and I believe that it's going to just change the course of the way we live in the United States, or the way people live in the world, period. People who already live in countries that are considered third world, to me, are blessed, because they're living without certain things that we don't have, and certain things that we have, I'm sorry, that they don't have, that we take for granted. And there has been a lot of people talking on YouTube in the prophetic world about the 3 days of darkness. There is darkness that's coming, and the Lord has been preparing me and telling me things to do, and I'm going to share them with you. First of all, I just want to let you know, people who've been storing up, and people who have been ordering dehydrated food off the internet, they say that the government can keep track of you with that. Yeah, the government keep track of you with this here right here. This cell phone is a tracking device. Even when you go on Google, if you notice, you can go to Google, and then the next thing you know, what you ordered or what you was looking at pops right up. Like, okay, so they're already tracking what you're doing. You can order something from Amazon, and it could be, for instance, this Life Straw, and I'm gonna go into that more, in a little bit. And the next thing you know, when you go on there, I don't care what you're looking at, the Life Straw advertisements or things like that will pop up. So it's already keeping track of you. Just notice it. If you haven't noticed, start looking at, when you go on the internet, they'll start advertising things to you that you just looked at or purchased, trying to entice you to buy more. So they're already keeping track of you. But with that being said, I heard the Spirit tell me, don't worry about that, because the Lord is going to allow, and I don't know who it is, I can only guess. And I know some of you who are preppers probably heard of the person that goes by Anonymous. I believe the Lord is going to use someone like Anonymous, if not Anonymous, to wipe out the database that they're keeping track of preppers. I believe that. I believe that they sitting back thinking that, okay, we're gonna go get these people who created these YouTube videos. We're gonna go after these people who have bought all kinds of food and stocking up and water. They just sitting back knowing they're gonna confiscate it, but no. And I've heard from the Lord to say, no, this is not going to happen. He's going to wipe the database clean. So continue to prep. Continue to get your supplies. With that being said, I'm going to tell you what the Lord told me to do. I heard the Lord say to get 7 cases of water. Okay, you know those 24 packs or the 35 pack. I'm not really sure, um, you know, how many, you get in the pack, because they got some got 24, 28, 35. You go to Walmart, I think they got some that got 35. I'm not sure, but whatever the case may be, you need to get 7 of those. Now, if the Lord told you to don't do nothing, then don't do nothing. But if you land on this channel, 9 times out of 10, the Lord told you to prepare. And back in the day, my mom always kept canned goods. I mean, it was like we had a whole, just, like shelves of just canned goods. So, like a rainy day, like canned meats, mackerel. I grew up on mackerel and rice. Codfish in the can, sardines, Vienna sausages. You need to get stuff like that for when the days of darkness come. You can just grab you something and eat it. Get you some crackers, and there's ways that you can can crackers. You can bake them put them in a canning jar, and and put them in the oven. If you look this stuff on the internet, I can and I do stuff like that too, but I'm not one to teach on it. My forte is the visions, but I'm just letting you know there's other people out there with channels that you can watch, and one of them that I really love is a Mrs. Volfe channel, and she has a lot. I learned a lot from her, looking at her channel, and there's a lot of other preppers. I'm just naming her because it's just coming from off the top of my head. She tells you how to can crackers, and so that way you see them on sale, you can just get them and and can them and not worry about them going bad, because that stuff is going to come in handy. Now, if God ain't told you to do nothing, I doubt seriously you're on this channel. But for those that just so happen that maybe they're watching with somebody else who didn't tell them to do anything, 9 times out of 10, the Lord got somebody who gonna help, feed you during that time. So just be obedient to the Spirit, because the Bible says obedience is better than sacrifice. So okay, again, I heard to get 7 cases of water. And the Lord is going to allow that to last, also to get, like I said, canned meats, Vienna sausages, sardines, get some crackers, some peanut butter, some jelly, things that, won't perish without refrigeration. They even sell tuna in the package now at Walmart, for $1 and something cent. You go to Dollar Tree, probably get $20 worth of that stuff, and that'll last you through the days of darkness, and and maybe thereafter, because everybody's talking about the days of darkness. I've seen darkness, but I haven't got anything specific about it. And if I did, I can't remember. I can't recall. But if I did, it will be on one of my other, one of my videos that I made in the past. But I'm just getting instructions as far as what to do for what's coming. I heard the Spirit say prepare for what's coming. And then it's been happening that I've been listening to other people, videos and stuff, and they've been talking about days of darkness. Because like I said before, I got candles. That's another thing. Get you some candles. You can go to Dollar Tree and get plenty of candles. As a matter of fact, you can go to Dollar Tree and get everything there. They even got the water. I mean, you can get the big jug things of water, or the 6 packs of water. Go, if that's the only way you can afford it, do what you can. God will stretch it. Okay, now for long-term survival, I believe in my spirit that the Lord is going to open up a door so that people who don't take the mark will be able to get food, underground. Because I had a vision a while back. If you go back in my history and search it out, and I don't know which one, I'm sorry, but and I told how there were organizations that you could go to, that you look out the outside and it looked like a regular business, but it wasn't. It was people who you were allowed to go in there and get food. Now you're gonna have to have something to barter with in order for these people to continue to do what they're doing. They need something too. I mean, you may not have money, but you're gonna have something to barter with, and that's another thing. You got to pray about it. and what to get. You know, I personally, I got some silver. I bought some gold 20 years ago. And that time I was working for the Treasury Department. And I went and I bought some gold for my sons. And that gold has tripled in value since I bought it. And I knew then, that was before I even knew anything about prepping or what was to come. You know what I'm saying? That was before that the Lord told me what to do, and I did it. And now, like I said, obedience better than sacrifice. I look back and I said, Lord, I thank you, because that gold's worth 3 times more than what I paid for it. People say, you can't eat 7 gold. Well, you know what? You can barter with it. You can barter with meds, and you can barter with a lot of things. So I'm just giving y'all some ideas, which some of this is going to be confirmation for the majority of y'all. This is going to be confirmation. You know what I'm telling y'all is, some of y'all already know. The Lord told you, like, okay, that's good, I know. You know, get some items that you can barter with, because there gonna be people out there who won't believe none of this stuff and gonna be, you know, thinking that we nuts or whatever, because we believe that the Lord is, you know, taking us through this tribulation. And like I said before, I'm gonna tell you, I know we're gonna go through a tribulation period. I know that, and I can't say, you know, it's going to be 7 whole years. I don't believe it's going to be 7 years, because it could be 3.5 years good, 3.5 years bad. You know, and right now, if I was to have a belief, I would have to say mid-trib. I would have to say mid-trib. And I know people are going to try to argue me. And I told you one time before, you can try to argue with me on all these views if you want to. It ain't going to mean nothing. I'm going on what the Lord showed me. You don't have to do this. This channel is for people who the Lord has spoken to and told them to prepare. He made, you know, the Lord voice is softened, but it's powerful, but yet it's still. And you will know when he's speaking and tell you, get a couple of extra cans of this. You know, put back this. That's the Spirit of the Lord trying to tell you what to do. Now, long term, you know, it's good to be near a body of water. You know, I'm gonna tell you, if you're near a lake or a creek, you're blessed, because this thing right here come in handy called Life Straw. Okay, and I got this on Amazon. I forgot how much I paid for it. I apologize, but I think $20 maybe. I don't want to be lying, but maybe it was 19 or 20. It won't no more than 25, something like that. But this is a Life Straw. You can use this in any creek. You know, they send these to people in third world countries because their water's so polluted that they can drink out. They can go to a stream of water and just drink out of it. This is something to have too for long term. Okay, and you know, maybe get I don't know if they sell filters or not, but you know, this is something good to have, and Spirit Lord told me to get these too. Okay, so you know, you're not gonna store up on water and say I ain't got no storage area. You better get you a Life Straw and be near a body of water that you can drink from, because I believe that something gonna happen, and it's gonna happen so fast that people gonna be taken off guard. You know, it's just, and the Bible say in the end days will be just like the days of Noah, that were marrying, giving in marriage, and it was drinking and being happy and doing whatever, and then boom, the flood came. It's gonna happen just like that. Everybody feels secure, you know, with the economy look like things are getting better, but that's when it's gonna hit. It's gonna hit when you least expect it. That's what I'm telling you. Don't give up. Keep doing what you're doing. You may not do it as frequently, but do something. Okay, make sure you prepare for these days of darkness that other prophets are talking about. I may have seen it, but it wasn't something that, you know, the Lord, you know, brought to my attention, like, okay, it's gonna be 3 days of darkness. No, but I know of other prophets who have seen it, and you know, I'm gonna say, okay, yeah, these prophets of God, you know, are you know, someone that you can believe, and just get on the internet, put in 3 days of darkness. And there are different prophets that don't know each other, just saying what they saw. Okay, I did see this tsunami. I did see an earthquake, and like I said, I don't know if it was the earthquake over there, and oh man, it's recently on TV. I can't think of that country where it is. It's okay. What is the earthquake over there? Nepal. And so yeah, you have to. Let me get this. My husband is sleeping. Okay. Yeah. So you have to you know, basically you know, be led by God. Pray. Ask the Lord to show you. Be led by God. Even with me, I got this. The Lord told me get this, and I got it. It's a camp shower. Like if you on the go, you put water in it, and then it got like a something inside of it that would heat up the water for you. You could put it on a tree and take a shower and stuff. And I was like, okay, and I don't even question the Lord. When Spirit tell me get stuff, I get it. I don't question God because I don't know how this is gonna come in handy, but I know I'm getting it. And this just for instance that we get raptured up out of here, which I seriously doubt that we get raptured out of here without going through some kind of tribulation. But if so, then you know what? Somebody gonna be left behind. Somebody gonna find this stuff, and they can use it. But I know if the Lord showed me, you guys don't know me, but if the Lord showed me, it's gonna come to pass. I don't care how long it take, it's gonna come to pass. And I don't know, how long it's gonna be, or we're gonna get raptured up. Gotta be in the middle of tribulation because of what I'm saying. And and there's a lot of people like to come to you and say, "Well, I think you mean this." I can interpret. The Lord give me interpretation of what He showed me. And sometimes when I don't get interpretation, I'll wait. If I don't get immediate interpretation, I will wait. And then God has sent me somebody in my life who is also a prophet of God, and God showed him stuff too. Okay, and his stuff be coming to pass. That's why quick. And that's why I'm glad the Lord ain't showing him nothing, like right now, because if he see it, it's gonna come to pass within 2 to 3 months. Trust me. If he see anything, I'm gonna put him up here. And so he can say, cause I've watched his track record and it happens immediately. Mine take a little longer, but it will come to pass. If you can go back on some of my videos, you'll see that, like I said, this earthquake I saw, hurting a lot of people. Could have been Nepal. I don't even remember it. And sometimes I describe races and what I've seen. A lot of times I don't keep track of it because the Lord showed me it's the Lord, it's not me. But anyways, I just wanted to thank each one of you for coming to my channel. And I believe that, you're doing right by getting ready. Thank you for being obedient and listening to what the Lord is telling me to tell you, because obedience is better than sacrifice. May God bless you and may heaven shine upon you. Until the next time.